that was fun.
Okay. Hold on.
All right. Oh, record.
Okay, we are recording again. Just make sure that is. Yeah, it was 2 minutes ago. Okay. Okay. Put that away. Okay. I think we're back. I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're back. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yes. Let us continue this conversation about censorship and its effect on American products when the censorship is coming from somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, what I want to talk about is the NBA. National Basketball Association.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Now, of course, we could talk about the Houston Rockets GM, about him tweeting that, support.
I stand with Hong Kong.
I stand with Hong Kong. And that, of course, going batshit banana crazy. And then you had all these Houston Rockets going, we love the Chinese. And then LeBron James basically, I don't know, basically talking in a circle. He's like, you should be educated before you talk about stuff. I'm like, dude, you know that this applies to you too, right?
Well, because then he said Daryl Morey didn't know what he was talking about when he tweeted that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, you saw did you see the news today about that?
Well, I know that they're trying to push for him to get fired.
Yeah, like China people were actually asking to get him fired.
You knew. But here's the thing. As Sam Grizzle says, everyone wants to support Hong Kong, but China's money keeps people towing the line. Yeah,
yes,
it's like,
that's exactly what it
$4
is.
billion, right?
I mean, that's why with the Blizzard case, that's why everybody points to the money is because China could very easily say, if you don't do this, we will kick you out of China.
Well, one of the big owners of Blizzard is Tencent,
yep.
which is huge Chinese company. Which is also why you're not going to see anything coming out of League of Legends. Actually, you did see something, and it basically said, please keep politics out of your casts. Just talk about the fucking game, man. Nothing outside the game matters.
Well, I think that's the thing that was the original issue with the way Blizzard handled it. I don't think anybody was... It wasn't necessarily that there was punishment. I think everybody knows that was the rules. I think it was the over-eagerness to basically lay down the absolute maximum ban hammer for an extended period that it was, both to the player and the casters. That's why everybody was so upset.
Yes.
And also, don't forget, his prize money was originally taken away, too.
Yes.
So that he had won, they also took away his prize money. So it wasn't just that Blizzard had punished them. If it was like, well, you're banned for a month, people probably would have been like, meh, whatever. But the over-eagerness...
It's not a Lance Armstrong situation, okay?
But that's the thing, is you look at the rules that Blizzard had, technically he probably broke them, but I don't really think they're intended...
Hold on. You keep going.
I don't really think that... The consensus is basically the rules were not really intended for... somebody speaking for their political freedom in this case. It's for people who are being homophobic, racist, asshats, etc. It's like the rules, the way you read them, that's what they're meant for. They were not meant for, after a competition was over, giving a post-tournament interview and speaking for his political freedom. That does not seem to be the original intent, especially when one of Blizzard's tenets / pillars has been basically freedom to speak your mind, and we can come together and you should be able to say whatever you want, has been one of their mottos. That's also like outside of their headquarters. So you kind of bring that all together and it all points at one thing, and that's them kowtowing to the China line of money.
So basically the rule that Blizzard stated, for those who don't know, was basically said players are prohibited from doing anything that offends a portion or group of the public. Now, can we talk about how fucking vague that is? If a bunch of people out there were very, anti-hair gel, Blizzard wouldn't give a shit.
What if I'm offended by first-person shooters because they cause violence in my kids?
Blizzard doesn't give a shit unless you're supporting them with billions and billions of dollars.
Well, there's my problem. I don't have billions and billions of dollars.
Money talks, damn it.
Yes, it does.
As much as we would love to say that we're in a society where people are allowed to say their opinions, we're not in a society where people are allowed to say their opinions without ramifications. Even if it's not derogatory, racist, bigoted, sexist, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Simply giving an opinion that is not in the mainstream, you're going to be raked over the coals.
So I forget the name of the company, but there was another video game online PvP game company who, when he lost his winnings, actually said they're going to pay him the winnings.
Interesting.
I can't remember the name of the company.
All I have to say is I know that these guys have like some of the dirtiest minds, and they've done some really raunchy episodes for their shows. But everyone needs to watch the last couple of South Park episodes.
Oh gosh,
where they've gone after China. They're just like, I don't care.
Well, they're banned in China at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, they probably were banned before because of like their previous projects.
That would not be surprising.
But anywho, so okay, yeah. So, but here's the thing. Speaking of the NBA, going back to the NBA, the thing that's really, really like this just shows you how bad China has a very large, organization by the ball sack. Is that first of all, the NBA is currently in preseason.
Yep.
I want to put that. Okay, it's not regular season. There were fans that showed up to a Philadelphia 76ers home game that held up signs that said "Free Hong Kong." They were escorted out of the building.
Well, to be fair about that one, actually, so if you read about that, the dude who was doing that was actually a complete drunk pain in the ass, who more than once was asked by security and the people around him, not about the Free Hong Kong, just in general, stop being an asshat, because apparently he was just a general royal pain in the ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have seeing basketball in person for over 20 years could tell you that is not an isolated case, and yet the vast majority of them were not asked to leave.
Speaking of, I hear you played basketball this week.
Yes, I did. It was sad.
And you lived to tell the tale?
Okay, so side story. Everyone out there may know, I don't know, I sometimes forget to put this on Instagram, but every Monday I'm in a basketball league. It's an AB basketball league. That means it's like the highest level of basketball in the rec leagues.
So it's like the pre-NBA? The G League?
No, it's like Division 4.
Hey, that's better than Division 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, so we had a game Monday night, and it's probably the most playtime I've gotten. The game's 40 minutes long, and I usually play about 20 minutes of that. Just because I'm not going to say, I'm the best basketball player out there. I sure as fuck am not. But there was only 6 guys, so we were rotating in and out and in and out. I will tell you that I'm in really good cardio shape at this point. Yet when I was busting my ass so hard in the first half that at halftime I could feel my pulse in my scalp, and it was like,
you were tired.
I wasn't tired. It was just kind of like, damn, I'm pushing myself hard. My blood's pumping that hard. But
nice.
Unfortunately, after that, starting about halfway through Tuesday, I started feeling something weird in my right Achilles.
Oh dear.
It was basically like you got your like electric razor.
Yeah.
It's that vibration coming from.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like someone were to put it to the top of your Achilles and just hold it there.
That sounds really annoying.
It is very annoying. It turns out that I have like some like lymphatic blockage on the right side of my body, and I went to a personal trainer today to work it out, and it feels a little bit better. It's starting to tingle again, but I was scared shitless yesterday. Like I usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday I play basketball.
Yep.
At lunchtime, but I played like half a game. I'm like, all right, guys, I got to pack it in. Something didn't feel right. It was just it's not that it hurt. It was just distracting enough that I was concerned.
Oh yeah. No, I pulled my Achilles in high school, and it's the worst injury ever.
Well, actually, the worst injury ever is
actually rupturing
or
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Dying trumps even China.
Anyways, but the thing is, look, Yes, the guy was an asshat, but I just find it humorous that the ushers were pointing out when they were escorting him out. They were pointing out the sign,
Mm-hmm.
which,
It's definitely a
dude, have you seen some of the signs that people have in the hell? Just watch College Game Day. How many
Touche.
signs accidentally get past the censor?
Yep.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I think the interesting thing about the NBA though is you look at, in general.
Yep.
I know LeBron James is the poster child,
Did you see what a bunch of Hong Kong people are doing?
burning his jersey.
Yep.
But like when it comes to local domestic issues, they're more than happy and welcome. I'm fine with it to speak their mind.
Yep.
But when it starts potentially affecting their bottom line elsewhere,
Don't do it.
some things change. And it's just kind of like money talks. And they were even saying, like, with the NBA, one of the comparisons was actually about the whole North Carolina bathroom bill. And kind of the point was, like, NBA, frankly, if the NBA was in North Carolina, the NBA would still exist. So that was a bet they were willing to take to, stand up for the rights of North Carolina. And I think part of it was honestly calculated PR risk.
No, NCAA did it too. They removed all the tournaments
That's true.
from the state.
And there is, I think that part is PR. But now with NBA in China, that's a PR hit that to them is not worth the financial loss.
Well, I mean, okay, yes, absolutely. Because what you're doing is when you look at what the professional sports leagues did, and the Collegiate Athletic Association did, was they removed a single state.
Yep.
That has a shit ton of colleges and universities, and they're but they basically were the aggressors. They're like, we're taking your money away. So basically, in that analogy, China is pulling what the NCAA and the U.S. and all the sports leagues were doing.
Yeah.
And of course, it worked in some regards.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
And of course, part of the hard part is you don't actually get real news coming out of China. So
no. What China tells you is real.
You keep telling yourself that, good sir.
No.
Yeah.
We've. I listen to our politicians who never lie.
Well,
and always know.
Whoa. Our politicians don't lie. Come on now. Come on. Let's be real here.
Well, let's just say almost all of them don't lie. No, some of them might not. Most of them
Almost
lie.
all of them don't not lie to our faces in real time.
Oh, not to our faces, but behind our backs.
Oh, good point. Good behind. Yes.
Oh, shit. We went political.
What
which
if there's a
apparently is a
mirror
no-no.
behind me where I can see the mirror in front of me? What does that do?
Then you see a shit ton of images of yourself.
But then what if I see the politician? Is he then in front of me or behind me? So would he still lie?
It's a parallel universe. You don't. It's like, and I'm sorry. This is slightly racist. I'm not saying what I'm about to say is slightly racist, but it's true. It's kind of like if you go to any city in the U.S. and you find a white street and a black street. What I meant is the name of the street is White Street or Black Street. They never intersect. There is not a city in the U.S. where those two streets intersect.
What about
We're not racist at all.
What about the brown street, or the yellow street, or the green street, the mean street, the mean green street?
I don't know.
That sounds like a random fact. Now I want to look up online. Damn it!
Look, I went to
That's
school.
gonna keep me up
Look,
night.
I went to college in South Carolina, and that was one of the things they were proud for. Okay, so I'm like,
that's okay. I hate South Carolina now, anyways.
Yeah, I figured you would. Ladies and gentlemen, on a happier note, or maybe a more bizarre note, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been paying any attention, that I have a slight Funko problem. I seem to...
They multiply.
They multiply. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my latest Funko Pop. Oh, yes.
I thought you were going to say your newest obsession.
No. Still a Funko Pop.
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, not only has my collection grown numerically, but also in size.
Oh gosh. What the farfanugan? Good
Ladies and
Lord.
gentlemen, let me introduce you to Oogie Boogie.
That's really big. Oogie Boogie. What is Oogie Boogie even from?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's been a long, long time before I saw Nightmare Before Christmas.
So this is a regular Funko Pop. This is Oogie Boogie. Can you tell the difference?
Boogie. I'm big.
Yeah.
I want your babies. Oh my God. I'm going to eat you for dinner.
Yep.
He's the 616.
Yep.
So the real question is, where did Oogie Boogie come from? Or whose wallet did it come out of?
Mine.
Ooh.
What's the end game for these Funko Pops? Poco Pops. Funko Pops, Poco Pops.
I like
whatever.
Poco Pops.
I like Poco Pops. Actually, I think Poco Pops are the sticks, right?
Poco Pops are like a knockoff out of China.
So anyways, the Funko Pops. What is the end game for these? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. At some point, it's like riding the stock market. Okay, I'm buying low and trying to sell high.
You do know that they have like actual college funds that you can invest in that are
Yeah.
like tax-free?
No. I've got those too.
Okay.
No. I got
Funko
those
Pops don't count as that technically. I'm just saying.
However,
You can't really report these on the IRS as being your college tuition fund.
Ding, ding, ding. I cannot report it to the IRS.
Oh, smart.
It's going to be cash-only transactions behind the target. Not
Or-
declared.
You get most of them from Walmart there, so I don't know. It might be the hot spot.
Your kids dump them all on eBay when you die. Potentially. What's up, Ninra? No, and to be honest with you.
Actually, the wife would.
Yeah, the wife would probably do it before my kids would be like, finally, we get to open up these fucking boxes.
So would I. I'd be happy to open them up. Okay, here's a real quick. Okay,
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Let's say
Mhm.
you died tomorrow.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Your wife sells your Funko Pops.
Mhm.
What is one Funko Pop she would want to keep? Just one. You have to
One
pick
Funko Pop that you would want to keep?
Yeah, pick one.
The Charlie Hawkins Funko Pop. I mean, that's an easy one.
Damn it!
Other than that, my wife would want to keep the Firefly set.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yes, especially with what's his name.
Mal.
Yeah.
Captain
Okay.
Mal.
I can get that. I can get behind
Yeah.
that.
No, she would. Is there a Trump Funko? If there is, I don't have it, one. And two, if someone were to give it to me, I would give you a video of it being set on fire.
Okay, what's one Funko Pop besides yourself that you would keep? If you could
Me?
If you could only keep one Funko Pop.
Oh, shit. That's hard. Fuck, dude. I don't know. I have way too many of them. I would...
We know. That's the point.
I kind of feel like part of me wants to go Stan Lee, but I don't think I would actually keep him over. Sorry, I got to take the mic off the stand so I can actually turn around and keep talking. Shit, I don't know. A single one or like a series?
Just one Funko Pop. And that question was for
I don't
anyone
know.
in the audience. If anybody of all the Funko Pops, if you see them on Charlie's list, I'm curious what people would want to keep.
By the way, I need to like update the embedded code on the website that actually shows the list, because I don't think it shows up right on the website anymore. But there is currently, I don't know. Here, actually, I'll tell you what's the current count. It's not completely right, but it's close enough. I currently have
Yes. So there's a Funko Pop Statue of Liberty Freddie Funko Donald Trump. That's what it's called.
I currently have just over 260 Funko Pops.
It is from the campaign 2016.
Oh, I'd burn that motherfucker to the ground. Wait, what's the number?
02. It's probably like 01's Hillary, 02's Donald.
Well,
I
I'll tell you
guess.
right real quick. Hold on. So 02. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. Damn, there's a lot of good 02s on there.
Shouldn't they all have unique numbers?
No. They do not.
They need like a designation of like what set they're from. Like a A-02 or something. Like a barcode.
Wouldn't that be easy? Okay, here we go. They're worth $43 a piece.
Really? Because this one's like
$20.
$17 on eBay.
43.
I could buy it. So we're saying I should buy it for $17 on eBay and then sell it for high?
Sure.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do.
Not really. I really
Like,
don't.
I mean, if you want the most expensive one in my Funko Pop collection right now, there's a Captain America in here that's worth $60.
Do I need to steal it when I get home so I can buy dinner?
Do you know how many Captain America I have here? That's a shit ton of them.
That's a good point. I'll just steal them all.
Yeah, best of luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
It'll take me a little while to get out of here.
yeah. Now this is interesting. Let's talk about a little bit of gaming news here.
There's actually games?
Yes. So it turns out that wonder what Zealeus collects. Cat toys?
Cat hair.
What do you collect?
Shot glasses.
Shot glasses and warm socks.
Oh, I like my warm socks. I like, whenever I go to conventions, I always have to get at least like one poster or painting or drawing or something. So I have those.
Cat themed.
One of them from Dragon Con was actually not cat themed, believe it or not.
Did you buy it?
Yes.
Okay.
Touche. But yes. No, actually, somebody did not like the one I bought, but I was like, nope, this is
Boo.
awesome. I'm buying it.
Boo. Speaking of conventions, many of you probably missed this little notification, but this past Sunday, I was actually at a convention for about a couple hours. I was moderating a panel called Communicating with QA at a convention called Siege. Siege is basically the Georgia Game Developer Association convention that's happened every single year. It's been the first time in like 5 or 6 years that I've actually been able to do it, simply because at some point I think that the convention moved like back one weekend, and it's my anniversary weekend. So me being at a convention, during my anniversary weekend does not work. But anyways, I was there, moderated a panel called Communicating with QA. Had some interesting questions. Had a QA lead on one side, had a developer on the other side, and then I had a QA tester that showed up a little bit late. It was interesting. I have worn every single hat for the development cycle, with the exception of artist and sound engineering. But it's interesting. One of the individuals was, yes, it was Ron. Ninrek knows. Ron was out there walking around trying to help people, and all of a sudden, Andrew comes up and goes, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be doing a panel?" He's like, "Oh, shit, yeah." So he runs in. But anyways, it's interesting. The one thing that I've learned throughout, the industry or any job is that if you typecast someone, there's a very good chance you could put your foot in your fucking mouth. And there was a gentleman, a panelist, that did that a couple times when it came to me.
He typecast you?
Well, I basically, to him, I think I didn't have a lot of credibility. Because here I am, I'm probably just a buddy of Andrew's. I'm an independent video game news review journalist here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what I said. That's who I am. What the gentleman may not have understood is that I have been a developer, a junior developer. I've been a QA tester. I've been a QA manager. I've been a technical writer. I've been a project manager. So I've got a couple of, things under my belt.
That's a big belt, sir.
Mm-hmm. And game designer, whatever. But so like, he started getting agitated during times where I was trying to put my 2 cents in, because the unfortunate thing, just a few bits and pieces of experience. The unfortunate thing was that it was supposed to be a 3 mic setup, but whomever did the AV, basically all of the mics were on the same channel. So if you turn the mics on, none of them worked.
Nice.
So we were just basically passing this mic around.
Yeah.
Which the tester and the QA manager and the developer, they begrudgingly did it. But it was just interesting when I tried to like grab the mic, if I wanted to say something, usually any of the other people, they could just, like hold out their hand and we knew, okay, we're going to hand it to you next.
Yep.
But if I did that, I got like this weird, like, what the hell do you want type of look. I may not have a bajillion years of experience or be currently in the industry. However, I've worked with independent developers. I've worked with any type of developer, period. I've worked with creators. I've, handled a bunch of fucking things. So kind of like looking at me weird when I want to put my 2 cents in.
Just not the normal look at Charlie weird, a different kind of weird.
Well, it's like, look, I
look at you weird. That's like
well, everyone looks at me weird, but at least you understand that I'm like a really unique, nerdy, weird. Where some of the words might come out of my mouth might actually be because I know some shit.
I assume you just make it up really well.
There you go. Confidence. That's all it takes. But seriously, look, I'm currently on my job title right now. It says quality assurance analyst. So it's my job to write these tickets. It's also, I'm currently in a job where I have to deal with 5 different ticketing systems.
That's 4 too many.
Exactly. But, I don't know. The guy rubbed me the wrong way. And to be honest, the company that the gentleman was representing, I interviewed with him twice, and both times they really wanted me, but they were basically going to pay a third of my required salary.
That's a problem.
Like, oh yeah, man, well, you seem to have tons of experience. We can definitely start you off at $21K a year. I'm like, no.
How do you live off of that, sir?
You don't.
But there's room for raises, sir.
No, but here's the funny thing, okay? So, like, that was it like 4 or 5 years ago that went down? And then I started at Blue Heat in, 2007? 2006? When the hell did I graduate?
I graduated in 05.
Okay, so I was like...
A year after me?
I think it was 07.
Yeah,
I was at Blue Heat. And my first job, I came in and, I don't think it's going to matter at this point. I started at $26K. And so, like, probably like 5 or 6 years later, to go into another game company, and they go, yeah, 21. I'm like, no.
That's not how it works.
You do understand that I have, basically been bouncing. I've been going up a ladder, not, up and then
Fall
miss a
off a
fucking
cliff.
step and then have to start all over again.
You're pushed off the castle walls.
Yeah. The parapets, my friend. That's the correct terminology, okay? The parapets.
I'll parapet you.
That's disgusting.
We try.
And probably illegal in 5 states.
That's why I prefer the other 45.
Oh, my. But anyways, yeah, it was, so, whatever.
What was going on at the rest of the convention?
To be honest with you, it was a little weird. I did find out. So the most weirdest thing about
it's
this
super weird
about this convention was simply that this convention started on Sunday, then went Monday, Tuesday, which makes no goddamn sense because because every single convention I've been to is basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or if it's a holiday, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
But there's some kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly.
That's standard.
It started on Sunday and then went Monday, Tuesday. Monday was Columbus Day or
Yes.
whatever the new terminology is.
Bloody Butcher Day?
No, indigenous, whatever. I apologize. I don't know the correct terminology now. Who wants to go Friday through Monday except Dragon Con? Or MomoCon?
Is MomoCon on Monday?
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
It's Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, it was the reason why I started on Sunday was because Kennesaw State, because was that This was at Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State had a home game, a home football game. So they had to push it back a day because there was going to be an issue with parking because everyone utilized the area around this building where the convention was at
Sure.
for the overflow parking.
What building was it in at Kennesaw State?
The education center.
I wonder if it's the same one I was at for our thing. When I was
Is it
up
by
there.
the bus depot?
I don't think it was.
It's not. It's not on campus. It's like
Okay,
7
we were-
miles past campus.
Oh no, we were definitely on campus.
Yeah, no, this is not
Okay.
on campus.
I gotcha. No, were you at the actual Kennesaw campus or the Southern Poly Marietta campus?
No. I was at the
Satellite or something weird.
one off of 75 North.
Both are kind of off 75 North.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I put in Kennesaw State, and it took me there.
There you go.
Wonder how many points Kennesaw State could score on the Falcons defense. Ooh.
Oh.
Sam?
How many points or games would the Packers win if they didn't get all the BS ref calls that game?
Why are you supporting Detroit?
Because they're quarterback, bro.
Oh, I forgot. Stafford.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Yeah.
retired yet?
Well, he playing for the Lions is actually kind of surprising.
I know. Barry Sanders hung up his cleats before he was done. Megatron hung up his cleats before he was done. I'm seeing a trend. I'm just saying. Anyways, so yeah, Siege was interesting. I know that there's actually quite a few. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to DreamHack. I am not going to DreamHack, and I don't know if I've actually fully explained this, but I've basically I voluntarily am taking a break from conventions, not because I'm burnt out, but simply my sister is pregnant. And her baby's due any day, and I didn't want to have to. But how I get Charlie's autograph now? Send me something in the mail, and I'll send it back to you. Or you can have me sign a code red. No.
Black Mamba. Cherry.
No. It's the Black Label. Black Label Mountain Dew. Or
What about Baja Blast? The bubble gum.
I'm not talking about Baja Blast.
But Taco Bell, man.
Baja Blast can't exist at Taco Bell. Just stay the fuck away from my grocery stores.
Fair
Okay?
enough.
If you're going to put some random wackadoodle shit flavors out there, that like the blue one, I think it's like lightning or voltage, totally cool with that. The purple one, okay, but if you really want to make me happy, bring Livewire back into Georgia.
Ooh.
And I reached out to PepsiCo.
Ooh.
And I was like, seriously, take your Baja Blast away and give me back Livewire. And he goes, well, it's actually up to the distributors, so you need to talk to them. I'm like, you give me a list, and I'm going to go down to their houses and knock on their doors and pour Baja Blast all over them. No, I won't. But
That's gross.
it's an empty threat. First of all, I would never buy Baja Blast.
Say your Baja Blast would be empty because you don't have any.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Anyways, so
You can pour out all of your regular Mountain Dews on them.
no, damn it, I'm going to drink those.
Just give me my code red. That's all I need.
Anyways, if anyone wants to get my autograph, we can figure something out. But no, I'm taking. I've slowed down this year because of finances for Alter Confusion, and also because my sister is pregnant. And PepsiCo better prepare.
Now
That's right,
is-
son.
Oh my gosh.
My sister.
No, the Smite. Their tournament thing. What's it called? Their convention.
High Res Expo.
Is High Res Expo at DreamHack again this year?
No, they've separated
They
themselves.
did? Okay.
Which, as I questioned the first time, I'm like, why the fuck would you want to partner? You had your own thing. Now, the one thing I do want to point out is that the High Res Expo is going to be at the Georgia World Congress Center. So
Interesting.
basically, it's going to be DreamHack-esque, but only high res.
Okay.
And all their subsidiary companies, minus Skillshot, because I think Skillshot left or something. I don't
They
know.
probably did kind of outgrow the Cobb Energy Center. It was cool, but there's only really one main stage. When now they have all these video games that they want people to watch.
Right, but it was just like
it was a cool atmosphere.
no. It was a great atmosphere, but it just didn't make sense to put it at DreamHack.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Skillshot officially separated during Siege. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Skillshot?
Skillshot was like they're like the esports wing of Hi-Rez, I think.
Oh, by the way, my school has an official esports team. Surprisingly enough, they're playing Overwatch. That's
legal
I was like, okay.
in a Christian school.
I know. I was like, okay. Well, some of the kids aren't even allowed to play Overwatch.
Sam Grizzle's wish has finally come true, ladies and gentlemen. Red Dead 2 is being released on the PC in November 5th.
So, Sam, I have something I need to confess. I might be a traitor. There's a potential that come next generation, I may actually become a console noob.
Why?
Because, honestly, I don't play video games very much anymore. And what ends up happening is in between, when it comes to the PC, the hardware requirements and needs, they move so fast that you really need to be upgrading like your processor and GPU like every 2 to 3 years.
Doesn't everyone?
Versus
Charlie.
Well, yes. But if you just get like a console, they don't really have to worry about upgrading your PC. So I'm kind of like, actually like, next generation, is it easier just to get a console now? Because I really just want it easy. Don't have to worry about upgrades, worry about getting my different components, keeping track of everything. And it might just be easier, honestly, to just have a console.
Just choose the right one.
I know. Well,
you have the Google Stadia?
Oh, God. There we go. That's the answer to all my problems.
Google Stadia.
Yeah, so, well, of course, PlayStation 5 is official. They've officially announced the PS5 is the name.
I still like the fact that they're going to simultaneously release, like, the base and, like, souped-up version on launch.
So it'll be interesting to see what Microsoft does with the Xbox.
We're going to give it to you when we actually say it and not like PlayStation and decide at the last minute, our controller's kind of stupid, and then hold it off for a year.
Exactly, Sam, whereas you can just get a console for less than that. Now, granted, to be fair, especially on even games nowadays, like, you're going to get much better graphics and resolution on a PC than the Xbox One or PS4. You just look
they're set.
Yeah, and they're usually capped out at 30 FPS. Just standard, versus you look at, PC and it's very not that hard to get above 30 FPS.
I have it at 150.
Mm-hmm. You keep telling yourself that. So there are definitely advantages to building your own PC. I totally get it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Might be easier just to do that. I don't know, but if I do anything, it wouldn't be to the PS5 or the new Xbox anyway. So
let's Frankenstein some shit.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking, since we're continue to talk about video games, let's talk about something. So for those of you out there who may have heard or may have played in the past a game called Pokemon Go, there apparently was a spot in the world that had nothing occurring for 7 months. It was a dead spawn zone.
Like, how big was this? Like a square foot or like 8 miles?
We're talking the Salamis Island.
Oh.
Let's see here. It is basically the game still works. There are Pokestops everywhere, exactly where they used to be, but unless you purchase a lure item, there are no natural Pokemon spawning anywhere anymore.
Sounds like a weird code bug at some point happened.
Yep. That's interesting. That's a hell of an oopsie-daisy.
Now, I've also never heard of the islands of these.
They're probably in the Mediterranean, would be my guess.
Or the Caribbean.
No, it says it's next to Greece.
Okay, that's probably closer to Europe. Good call, sir.
I'm actually reading the article.
Reading?
What's this word? Read. Yeah, it's the largest Greek island in the Saronic Gulf.
Oh, interesting.
About 1 nautical mile off the coast. And what's the actual, like...
Square acreage?
Yeah.
It should be on the right-hand side.
Municipality. It's like just over 37 square miles. So 37 square miles just went... Boop. Interesting.
I want my 37 square miles of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Elder Confusion totally visit that island 5 times per year. What?
Oh, we should have a convention there.
Yeah, okay.
Zealeus Confusion Expo.
Dude, I still think that Axe, Ace, Ultra Confusion Expo would be sweet.
Sorry, I just think of the hardware store.
I know you do, because you worked there.
I know. I wonder if I stole my vest somewhere. That'd be awesome.
I have my Panera hat somewhere.
You're
supposed to turn that in.
I still have my Starbucks hat.
So you may have noticed that I think last week I finally posted a review. Holy shit, Charlie still reviews games. For a game called Grobo. First of all, to the developers of Apple iTunes for desktops, do you know how they were like, you know what? Do we really need to be able for people to truly navigate with ease when it comes to apps through the iTunes desktop? Nah, we don't. So they basically just on that. So like literally, if you have the latest version of iTunes and you search for a game title, it will only give you videos of like a music video or a movie or a TV show, albums, and artist names.
iTunes has always sucked.
So I like literally Apple, apparently there was so much of a backlash that Apple made like this offshoot like developer in industry version that basically will not update but will allow you to have your app store. So I got that because I wanted to post so I wrote a review for a game called Grobo. It's on my iPhone. It basically follows this robot who woke up in an empty city. And he has the ability to change the direction of gravity. So he could be walking on a wall, and it's kind of like
sounds like a useful
it's a
ability.
side scroller type thing. I mean, it's like all on one screen, but basically you can pop yourself like across the screen, and now that direction is going to be down for the gravity. And basically it's a puzzle game. You're trying to move around to get to the exit points. So it took me forever to get the damn thing to actually, so I could find the fucking game in the App Store. And then when I was like, okay, I'm going to post a review, it goes, oh, I'm sorry, you don't own the game. I'm like, because I have a review copy.
Nice.
You son of a bitch. I spent like hours trying to get this damn thing to show, and then...
Whatever happened to the review for that other game they put like 60 hours into?
Yes, so I have the complete outline.
What game was it called again?
It's Battle Chasers.
There we go. I kept on thinking Battletoads. I'm like, it's not Battletoads.
No, it's actually in that gray bag right there.
What is?
On the chair.
The game?
No, the other bag.
That's gray.
That's what I said. The gray bag.
It's not gray.
This is gray.
No, it's not. It's like an off shade of green.
This is gray, ladies and gentlemen. What color is this? It's gray.
I see like a weird shade of green.
Anyways,
This is gray.
that's like a charcoal gray. Anyways, this is my complete outline for the review I want to write, but I haven't actually written the review. And now, of course, I've got this game and I've got another game that I need to write. Shit, I got a bunch of games I need to write a review for. What I need to do is I need to find a way for me to stop fucking moving and maybe I can get some shit done.
Here, I'm just playing. What is this game called? Shop Titans. Dun, 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 dun.
I am playing 3 games simultaneously. The first game that I'm playing is Sundered. Sundered. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Nimrak's giving you more games to review.
Thanks, Ninrak. You're gonna kill me.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you only makes you a zombie.
Anyways, so I'm playing that game, which is fucking awesome. I mean, that game is really fucking cool. And then I've played a game called Oceanhorn, which is basically a Zelda ripoff. Like, they're not even trying. It's like, like in Zelda, you're this guy who has to become a hero to rescue the world, and you have to collect these triangles, and they make a Triforce, okay? And so, like, in Oceanhorn, what you do is you're a reluctant hero that has to go places and collect elemental emblems that come together to make a super emblem.
Isn't that a very common trope in general? That's like Captain America.
You have the reluctant frozen hero that's not in the right timeline who comes in and saves you from an ancient evil.
That's like every iOS RPG ever.
Ironically enough, though, I believe Oceanhorn started off as a mobile game. And, okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to do a Zelda-esque game where you're going to have, that type of like 3D interaction, kind of like, I mean, it's not Breath of the Wild. It's it's more like Zelda on like the GameCube.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But for the love of all's holy, if you're gonna have like different height of terrain, do not, for the love of all's holy, I'm gonna keep saying for the love of all's holy, do not make me have to go into my inventory constantly to switch between my boots and my bombs, or my boots and my arrows.
But immersion, man, because now it's like realistic. Because in order to climb these monster hills,
no. The boots have nothing to do with climbing. It's to jump. You cannot jump if you don't wear the boots.
I got nothing.
So it's like, you got this like I've got to time it just right because you got all these fire things and
wait,
whatnot.
Did the boots have like springs or something?
Nope.
Do they like help you float?
No.
They're just boots.
They literally allow you to jump. It's like, oh shit, the shoes that I'm wearing, I never thought about jumping.
Maybe they have reverse magnetic polarity.
Nope. Because let me tell you, it is a very precise distance. If you like try to jump just a little too soon, you'll roll off the fucking thing.
That just sounds really obnoxious.
It is very obnoxious.
So I will say, when it comes to games where you have to go around terrain, there's nothing more that pisses me off. I think most gamers are like this, is bad pathing in games.
What? You mean like Baldur's Gate? You must gather your party before venturing forth. Fuck him. He's stuck behind a barrel. We're going on without him.
Yeah. No, it's like, that's literally...
They're the pumps, dude.
Yeah, no, that's like one of the number one things to me. So if you're going to do that type of game where you have to do, going over terrain, make it not annoying and painful. And when it starts becoming just a hindrance to want to play the game, that's a bad sign.
Well, there's also those games that don't try to optimize the pathfinding. And so when you have a party that can move on its own,
well,
that you've got, and half your party goes one route, and then for some fucking reason, two of your people decide to, I don't know, window shop over there.
I can at least kind of understand that because it's AI oriented. For me, it's more so when it's my own single player self. And I can't, in this case, go over a frickin' hill. Like, I would probably stop playing.
No.
Like, that would piss me off.
Remember, I talked about this game called the Dance of Death, the tale of
Two Cities,
Lancelot and Duloc and
Faye.
Duloc and Faye, and you have to be. It's basically a side scroll. It's a point click adventure game, but you have to be careful where you click because
oh yeah, I saw this one.
Sometimes your character just walks the fuck off, and you're just like, Where are you going?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's bad. That's just
And
bad.
then the fun part is that if you let him go or her go to wherever that endpoint is, there's a very good chance they're not coming back. And you'll have to switch the other character and walk out the scene and come back in to gain them back.
Nice.
Yes. Good times. Good times had by all. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, let's do our quick little shout out. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of amazing things coming up super duper soon.
Super duper.
And yes, super duper soon. And that, of course, is there are going to be a shit ton of events surrounding something called Extra Life, which I think at this point you probably already know what Extra Life is. But for those of you who don't, Extra Life is basically a charity that us gamers can help raise money for different children's hospitals all over the U.S. Alter Confusion, this will be this will be my 8th year. And we are raising money for Children's Healthcare Atlanta. I think we've set the goal at $250. I think we're about halfway there. So we still need to push a little harder. And of course, November, is it the 3rd, I think? Is that right? No, the 2nd. The 2nd of November, I will be, at 4 a.m. on November the 2nd, I will be doing my 24-hour game-a-thon. So come and watch me. Probably super duper delirious.
So you start Saturday morning and go to Sunday morning, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so what I usually do is I usually start about 4 a.m. and then go to 4 a.m. and then probably sleep for like 6 hours. So it'd be like 10, just, wake up, get brunch, and then
do the thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
There you go.
So if you have the ability to donate, go to extra-life.org and type in Alter Confusion in the search, and you can go there and you can donate through that. Now, of course, if you have friends or you are also participating in Extra Life, please make sure that everyone and anyone knows about this because it's a phenomenal chance to raise money for children's hospitals across the U.S. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out all that there is, or most of all that is Alter Confusion, there's quite a few different ways to follow us. The first, of course, is Facebook.
At facebook.com/Alter Confusion for those of you who like Zuckerberg to spy on you.
Oh, my. Of course, you go really old school. You go to our website, www.alteredconfusion.com, or do what Zealeus does.
And you click on your little Omni search bar and just type in Altered Confusion, and we are the very first hit on Google. For other web browsers, I cannot speak to them because they all suck.
No. It took us 4 years to finally outpace Altered Confusion, the mental health condition.
Is that a difference between Alter Confusion, the gaming review website?
Well, it's a much more vague thing. Alter Confusion to alter your gaming confusion. Altered Confusion for medical terms is you are confused about alters. No, I'm just kidding. I can't remember, but it has to do with the mindset and being confused. If you want to follow us on YouTube,
go to youtube.com/AlterConfusion LLC.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to tune into the Twitch stream every single Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all you got to do is go to twitch.tv/AlterConfusion. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I would be really mad at myself if I did not mention one of our truest methods of social media, and that, of course, is Twitter.
At AltCugio. But, dude, where'd my end go?
The end would break the internet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes our little sales pitch. Ladies and gentlemen,
what are we selling today, sir?
Our services. Ladies and gentlemen, Alter Confusion is basically run out of...
You're selling yourself?
Yes, myself. Oh, yes. Alter Confusion, for all of its 12 years of existence, has basically run exclusively on my wallet, which, I do not try to do a backlog of how much money I've spent because that would probably make me cry in my sleep. But I love Alter Confusion. I want to continue to do it. Now, to try to continue to do Alter Confusion, what has basically come apparent to me is that we need help. And so one of the ways that you can help Ultra Confusion is become one of our patrons, our followers, our supporters by going to patreon.com/ultraconfusion. It's a monthly donation. You can donate any increment from like $1 up. I know that right now, if you've ever been on the Patreon page, I know that a lot of people have all these different levels. There's only one level for Ultra Confusion, is basically $1 and up. If you want to donate more than $1 a month and you want something special in return, we can work that out. I'm more than willing. The thing is, I love doing Ultra Confusion, and I want to find a way to help continue to do Ultra Confusion and be able to expand stuff. But I'm not the best financial mind in the world. So I can't be like, well, okay, if you do 5, it's like this, a 10 like that. If you have an idea of what you think would be cool for Ultra Confusion to do, if you pledge at a certain level, I'm more than willing to have a dialogue. I know that there are people out there who continue to wonder about my brain doodles, which I know some people have no idea what the fuck they are, and other people know what they are. And basically, brain doodles are these note cards that I do from time to time. It's basically me doing random drawings. Let's see if we can actually get that on the camera there. So I've got about, I don't know, however many that is. And people are like, you should sell them. I'm like, I don't know what I would sell those for. We gave them for free at MoboCon, but maybe we will sell them.
50 cents.
50 cents a piece. Anyways.
Mountain Dew.
Yes. Oh, yeah, if you give me 2 Mountain Dews, sell the Funko Pops. No, I don't have, that's not enough. Believe me, the current market value of my entire collection is not enough for me to retire and do this full time.
You can retire for a week.
No. I'd be able to retire for 4 days.
Oh.
No, I mean
Monday through Friday.
If I was able to, I mean, I would love to be able to do Ultra Confusion all the time. I would love to be able to put all the amount of attention I want to put on Ultra Confusion to help all those independent creators, those amazing minds that people are not able to hear or maybe, understand. That's what I want to do. I want to help those, and I also want to educate individuals about certain things. And one of the things that you have noticed is that ultraconfusion.com has had a lack of content. And then, of course, our Discord page, which I highly recommend. If you want it in that Discord page, just send us a link through any of our social media stuff. We'll give you, or send us a request. We'll send you the link. Or if you're currently in the Twitch stream when we're doing it live, all you got to do is the exclamation mark Discord, and it'll give you the link. Hopefully, it still works.
I'm sure it does.
But as we were talking about earlier, and about like censorship and not wanting to piss people off, for some reason I've gotten in the mindset of being a little bit scared about posting shit outside of Discord, because Discord's kind of like a locked a gated community.
The lockbox.
But I think it's time for Charlie to put on his big boy pants and start writing some shit, because Zealeus and I had a very interesting conversation a couple weeks ago about the ruling out of France about the digital marketplace and gamers having the right to resell their digital games. And Zealeus and I brought up a scenario of, let's say that it is a game in which it has in-app purchases. So could an individual basically sell the game with the in-app purchases as part of the package?
What if? Okay, so like video games, like
Yeah.
let's just say you can buy 20 rubies for $10.
Mm-hmm.
Then in game, there's an auction house, so I can now resell those rubies to other players.
Isn't that what Diablo did?
And well, yes, and
Mm-hmm.
because then the developer's like, but no, that's our money. They also get to keep a cut of the profits.
See, okay, so
They keep a cut of each of the rubies. Like, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
the thing is that at the end of the day, I having worked in the industry and have friends in the industry, the thing at the end of the day is, no matter where an individual buys the game, the developer should get a cut of the transaction. because too many companies unfortunately, too many companies seriously, literally, even if there is success, they could close their doors the next day because not enough people played the original copy of the game. It could be hell a lot of exciting, but maybe doesn't have a lot of replayability. So it keeps getting sold back to GameStop or other places. And so, you've got like millions of players playing this game. However, the developer's only getting 200,000 copies worth of money. So that's 800,000 times missing. And that will close the studio.
Mm.
So I want look, if you want to be, if an individual can resell their games, the developers should, because it is their game, and thanks to Bill Gates, you don't own that game. You own the right to play that game. The developer should continue to get a cut.
Hmm.
That's my 2 cents. So.
Indeed, sir.
I
think we will agree to disagree.
All right. So,
but that's what we do.
So, of course, we said Patreon. Now, of course, if you don't want to do a monthly donation, but you still want to do some sort of monetary donation, you can go to. We have a PayPal donate now button on our Twitch. It's in the below panel. Go to twitch.tv/alterconfusion. There's a donate now button. I think it's, I don't know. It's somewhere down here. Anyways, you click on that. It's a one-time thing. It goes to our PayPal account. Or you can go to www.alteredconfusion.com, and there's a PayPal button there as well. If you want to send something physical to Altered Confusion, all you got to do is send it to 1551 Dunwoody Village. That's DUNWOODY Village Parkway. Here comes the very, 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 very important part.
How important?
Very, 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 very important.
Okay.
Number 88276. That number is super duper important. That is the actual P.O. Box number. If you do not put that on there, it will go to the post office proper and will be returned to you in 2 to 3 business days.
You should really just go to me.
So anyways, after you put that number in, the city and state is Dunwoody. That's DUNWOODY, Georgia 30338.
GEO. God, I cannot
Oh my God,
spell.
GEORGIA. This is what a UGA education gets you. Okay.
Damn straight. I spell it UGA.
Ooga.
I'm a Ooga. Could we go to the state of Ooga?
No.
No?
No.
But it's a state, man.
No.
It's the state of Ooga.
Whatever, man. So
Sure.
anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to send anything like a T-shirt, Funko Pops,
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew,
A pizza.
weird stuff that we could show off on the show, or just like,
A snake.
don't send any live things in the mail.
A dead snake.
I don't think that they would allow that.
Well, you don't actually have to put it on the manifest.
Pretty sure it gets X-rayed at some point.
But then wouldn't the X-ray kill the snake? And then they went, no, there's
No.
a snake.
No, the X-ray. If the X-ray were to kill something simply by it being X-rayed, we would have all died.
Maybe we are dead.
Oh shit, we're in the Matrix,
Or
or on the
we're-
13th floor, or in the Oasis.
Or we're dead. And
Or
this
we're
is
in
just
that terrible movie, Gamer.
this is a figment of my imagination.
Holy shit, we are all a dream in an autistic child in a hospital bed who's in a coma.
Okay, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Now I think that's St. Almost Fire, I believe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Or it's just someone's bad dream.
That's every day of my life.
Or we're just someone's book. Maybe
And there you go.
we're a Patrick Rothfuss. No. It wouldn't be Rothfuss. It would be shit.
Zelazny.
No, well, it could be Zelazny, but I was thinking more of
Because Zelazny had like real life.
what was that dude? What's that dude's name? The author you got me really into. Where's my phone? Where the fuck did I put my phone?
You put it over there when it started doing something.
Oh, that's right. I put it in my back pocket.
How many pockets does Charlie need?
I'm wearing cargo pants, so I don't know.
No! Sam! Why is your
That
chess
is my-
club?
No. Who are you going to checkmate this time?
He's going to checkmate the new graphics
The
card.
world. Bobby Fischer, motherfucker.
Just think how much faster you can play chess with a better graphics card, Sam.
Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, yeah.
He can do it.
Okay, yeah. But what would be his unique take on magic for our new world?
Yeah, so there's got to be some ability to like manipulate metal. That's like a cornerstone. You got to be able to do something with metal.
Indeed, Sam.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think unfortunately this is the end of the show for today. I would love to say, we're definitely doing one next Thursday, but because I'm basically on Baby Watch 2019 for my little sister, I don't know where I'm going to be in the next couple days.
Where's she at right now? I mean, I know where, but like timing-wise.
Her due date is the 21st. It's the 17th today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it's been a pleasure giving you everything coming out of our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. We'll be back very soon for another amazing round of Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
And remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother.
Thank you, Sam.
I seriously think that little crack that I had at I was going to go a little bit harder on China there before the internet just went.
It was
I
a
think
sign.
China was like,
Nope.
censorship, bitch.
I heard the word Kong Kong. You are done.
No, I was basically going to say that China was basically giving it to the NDA from behind right before it cut out. And then when we came back, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to try to tempt it twice.
I think we could get the same thought across.
Yeah. And the internet trust. I'm just kidding. That'd be funny as hell, though.
And then the internet takes us from behind, too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I will be, hopefully I'll stream on Sunday. Let's see. 2 days ago, I did stream a game called, was it Thimbleweed Park, which is basically, it's kind of like X-Files meets like a point-click adventure from like the minds behind Secret of Monkey Island or Maniac Mansion.
Oh man,
It's
that's a throwback.
It's interesting. Well, I mean, one of the guys is Ron Gilbert, who was on those projects. But Tim Schafer isn't there. It's just Ron Gilbert and someone else. But it's quite interesting. There is a body, and actually, it's got a little bit of a twist for Twin Peaks in there too.
How many bodies?
So far, one. No, maybe two, but definitely one.
There you go.
So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you very, very soon. Tell your friends about us. Please.
And your animals.
We'll take, audience members of all shapes, sizes, species. Whatever. We're cool like that. All right, peace.